curious minds, welcome back to this channel. Today we are going to take you to some of the ghostly places in Himachal Pradesh. But before that, we have a serious question. Do you believe in ghosts? Okay, well, this is a straightforward question asked by a paranormal expert. What will be your answers if someone asks you this question casually? You might confidently respond to them with a big no, right? Because everyone wants to appear bold and no one wants to reveal their own timid world inside. Above all, you have all right to deny it also, isn't it? But what if there was a place where ghostly apparitions are freely roaming and eerie encounters are common? What if you hear the whispers when no one else is around? These questions look very strange, isn't it? Well, just hold on. We'll take you on a journey through the top 10 haunted places in Himachal Pradesh, and each location holds tales of mystery, tragedy, and unexplained incidents that still remain a mystery to the human world. But before we dive into the unknown, make sure to hit that like button, comment below if you've had any paranormal experiences, and subscribe to our channel for more eerie adventures. So, are you ready to face your fears and dive into the world of the phantoms? Tunnel 33, the ghost of Barog. The first one on this list is Tunnel 33. Located on the Shimla-Kalka railway route, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Tunnel 33 is known as the Barog Tunnel, a famous spot to explore in Himachal. But there is a twist in the story. Do you know why this tunnel is popularly known as Barog Tunnel? Barog was a British engineer who was in charge of its construction, but something really tragic incident happened to him. Do you want to know that story? Okay, we'll tell you. Years back, Captain Barog was strictly instructed to complete this vital passage along the Shimla-Kalka railway route, and due to this, he faced immense pressure and was humiliated after a miscalculation, which delayed the project. Unable to handle the shame, he ended his life in the tunnel. This tragic incident gave birth to numerous eerie encounters. Many claim they've seen the ghost of Captain Barog wandering the tunnel. Some say that they've also seen a mysterious woman running and screaming on the railway track and then disappearing suddenly. Well, these are real incidents that happened to several visitors. But the question is, who is the mysterious woman? And what is the reason for her haunting presence in the tunnel? Still a mystery to the locals. So, what is your opinion regarding this? Charleville Mansion, Lady Charlotte's Restless Spirit. The next one is a mansion. Located on the hills of Shimla, the Charleville Mansion is a building of the colonial era, which significantly attracts both the curious visitors and paranormal enthusiasts at the same time. This place is popularly known as the Haunted Mansion of Shimla. Do you know the exact reason behind this? Well, according to the locals, this place was once the residence of the British officer Victor Bailey and his wife. Before the Baileys, an army officer who initially occupied the mansion also encountered strange occurrences. Also, there lived once Lady Charlotte, who died mysteriously, and her restless spirit is said to haunt the mansion. Visitors who explored the mansion have reported cold spots, seeing ghosts, and hearing a woman crying in the old halls. However, this mansion's current Indian owner remodified the mansion, but still, local people report seeing ghostly figures and unexplained incidents. So, what do you think? Why do spirits linger long after their earthly lives have ended? Convent of Jesus Mary, the spirit of a nun. At the third number, there is a convent. Located in the middle of a dense forest, the Convent of Jesus and Mary is a historic convent school that provides quality education. But do you know that beneath its prestigious achievement lies the darker side that has terrified many over the years? Yes, this is an unearthly nun. According to locals, the spirit of a nun roams the school's corridors. Students and staff have reported hearing footsteps echoing in the empty halls and seeing a figure in the form of a shadow. Besides, there is also a headless horseman It is said that on Fridays, especially if the date is the 13th, this spectral rider appears, offering a rose to any girl he encounters. If she accepts the rose, she is taken away by the horseman. If she refuses, she meets a grim fate. This terrifying tale has been passed down through generations, adding an extra layer of fear to the school's haunted history. And above all, there were some tragic incidents in 2012 too. Do you know about those incidents? Okay, let's tell you. In 2012, two 4th grade students tragically committed suicide on the campus. After that, there have been claims that their restless souls still roam the school. So, what dark shadow is wandering inside the campus? Is that the nun or a headless horseman? Indira Gandhi Medical College, a hospital of the living and the dead. At number 4, there's a medical college. Have you been ever admitted to a hospital for any reason? Just imagine, you're lying on your bed and suddenly an unseen object is trying to push you from the bed. How will you feel then? Really horrible, isn't it? This is exactly what happened in a hospital in Shimla. The staff and patients of Indira Gandhi Medical College, known as the Haunted Hospital of Shimla, have reported strange noises, eerie voices and ghost sightings inside the rooms of the hospital. And above all, some have another experience of feeling an unseen force pushing them from behind while on the stairs or from the bed. These occurrences are commonly believed to be the work of the spirits of those who died in the hospital. So, what is your opinion? Chudail Baudi, an unknown traveler. After that comes the Chudail Baudi. Do you ever confront a situation where someone is asking you for a lift in the middle of an empty road? This type of incident is seen in the films, right? But just imagine you are the driver and someone stops you in the middle of an empty road. You simply deny their request and start to drive as usual. But suddenly, notice the person in your back seat. What do you do then? Located on the route from Shimla Highway to Chota Shimla, the Chudail Baudi is known as Witch's Well. It is reported that at this place, vehicles are unknowingly slowed down and an old woman in white appears asking for a lift. Whether you agree or not, she'll end up seated beside you. How dreadful, isn't it? Well, this type of incident makes this place a world of ghostly bodies that frightens travelers with their magic spells and appearances. So, are you brave enough to face this situation? House of Dukhani, a ghost with a gown. Next is the House of Dukhani. Do you ever wish to visit a ghostly old man with a gown? If yes, then you have to visit the House of Dukhani, which does not have any specific nickname but is known for its haunted reputation over the years. The house is said to be haunted by the ghost of an elderly man who tragically took his own life there. There's an incident related to this story, and even the famous storyteller Rudyard Kipling gained curiosity about this and spent time in Shimla exploring the various haunted tales of the hills. Do you want to know the story? Okay, I'll tell you. Once an old British man named Buck or Bucky owned the House of Dukhani, who frequently hosted weekend parties here. One night, Sir John Smith, a close friend of Bucky, and his wife stayed at Dukhani. Due to limited accommodation, Sir John ended up sleeping in Bucky's room, one of the oldest parts of the house. But that night, something bad happened. It is said that in the middle of the night, Sir John woke to the sound of curtains flapping in the wind and saw an elderly man with grey hair wearing a dressing gown standing by the window. Assuming it was Bucky, he asked the man to close the window. Shockingly, he heard a loud snore from the other side of the room and realized Bucky was still asleep in his bed. Instantly, the old man jumped through the window and vanished into the garden. The next day, Sir John inquired about his experience and discovered that an elderly man in a dressing gown had shot himself in that same room 40 years ago. It was believed that the ghost of this man was the apparition he saw that night. This is one of the most terrifying stories. Just imagine how many other visitors are there who have faced similar experiences but never shared them to the outsiders. Kasauli graveyard, a spooky atmosphere. Next comes a graveyard. Did you ever visit a graveyard in your life? Hardly one time, or maybe not, right? And that one-time visit may be in the morning or during daylight. But do you know what a graveyard looks like after the nightfall? Situated along the road to Shimla in Solan district, the Kasauli graveyard is regarded as the most haunted place in Himachal Pradesh. Locals report about its spooky atmosphere during the night. They say about the spirits wandering, strange whispers, and eerie sounds at night. It is believed that the dead people start to roam there after the sun descends. So, do you want to witness those spirits? Castle Naggar, a watcher from distance. Next is the Castle Naggar. Located on the Naggar Road near Manali, Castle Naggar is renowned for its ghostly tales. Do you know why this place gradually acquired the reputation of being haunted? Locals report that they sometimes hear the strange sounds of moving objects passing by. Just think about the atmosphere, where you are standing inside the castle and someone is watching you from a distance and you feel that. This is absolutely alarming, isn't it? So, are you excited to experience this type of feeling in this old castle-like structure from the British era? The Kingal Road, an area of a mysterious woman in white. Next is the Kingal Road. Do you ever witness a strange light on the road while traveling? Yes, the Kingal Road in Himachal Pradesh is fully packed with ghostly stories from over the years. Many claim they have seen strange light with a mysterious woman in white, and after the sight, she becomes disappeared into the night. So, have you ever experienced this somewhere in your area too? The IGMC Road, a spirit of an orange seller. After that comes the IGMC Road. It also has a haunted reputation. Do you know who is responsible for this? It is an orange seller who usually sold oranges and went through a tragic death. It is believed that after his death, the spirit of that orange seller is still roaming on the IGMC Road. Besides, there are various incidents associated with this, including numerous road accidents, and it is believed that his spirits are still haunting the places. So, do you want to experience this place? Now that we've uncovered the secrets of Himachal Pradesh's most haunted places, every place we talk about today holds a part of Himachal's mysterious past, and many of these stories remain unsolved. Before you leave, tell us in the comments which of these haunted places would you like to visit. And if you've enjoyed this chilling journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel for more thrilling travel guides, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an adventure. Until next time, stay curious.